Another class 20, 20118 running number, Railfreight. It's got a Kingfisher on it. It's called Saltburn-by-the-Sea. Bachmann number 32045. It's an analogue locomotive, built in 1962. I've seen a picture of it in 2017 at the Roundhouse, I believe Barrow-in-Furness, but I can't find any information as to what's happened to it now. However, these locomotives is 16 in service, 22 preserved, 228 built, top speed 75 miles per hour. I've been reliably informed that they run with the flat end forward. That's their forward way of being driven, simply because you can see, you look forward, you can't see a damn thing with that huge long body. I had cab lights and driving lights put in this, and I should have asked for men at the same time. I didn't. I've had a look at it, but to take it apart and put a crew in it, it's not easy. So best to err on the side of caution and leave it as it is. I hope you enjoy seeing this locomotive run, and thank you very much for watching. We've turned the ceiling lights off, and hopefully you should just be able to see the cab lights. And you can see we've put two drivers in this, and it's got cab lights and lights. And we're pulling the crane round, which I think is pretty cool. I'm doing this review with it towing the crane just to make it a little bit more interesting, and the crane is a lovely piece of kit, so it just makes it a bit more interesting just to show you what's going on. And I think this is pretty cool, this loco. It really is. And can you bring it back in the other way, please? Now I'm quite happy to run the crane behind this, even though I'm reviewing Saltburn-by-the-Sea, because you can still have a good view of the locomotive and what it's doing, which I think is pretty cool. Also doing this, I'm showing the crane being pushed from the other end, so I'm killing two birds with one stone rather than doing another crane review. In my view, it looks pretty cool. Now, what I was told on social media was you couldn't move a crane pushing it from the back, i.e. always do it from where the cab is first when you move it, either backwards or pushing. Well, I know the preview is on Saltburn, this class, Saltburn-by-the-Sea, this class 20. I do get that, and I'm not trying to deviate from the point. However, it is an interesting note. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put the loco, well the crane, first of all we're going to put the crane away, then we're going to do the radius 2 curve points test. And you may remember when I did the crane test I removed these buildings, well the water tower and the coal chute. Well, you don't need to with this crane, so we're just going to put it away. We do not have disconnectors on our track. We tried that and they were too inconsistent with how they worked, so the hand of God is going to disconnect the loco. Perfect. I'll tell you what, I'll move it back myself a little bit. There we go, and go forwards, loco forwards. There we go. And now we're going to take the loco out and do the test. Nice and slow, pico insulfrog points. This loco has pickups, a bit slower, on all 4 wheels. And you can see this is about speed 1 on digital. So anybody says to you that you cannot control the speed of an analogue locomotive, and that's the reason for having digital, they're telling you porky pies. As I say, these are all pico insulfrog points and we're running it really slowly. We're trying to go as slow as we can just to show you how well this loco crawls. And you can see this is just fantastic, really. This is about speed setting 1 on digital. It's going so slow you can hardly see it move. As I say, this is the inside of 3 curve points, all radius 2. And hopefully you can see how well this loco runs. It really is. These Bachmann Class 20s are fantastic. The only problem is with this model, with all my models, is they didn't come with the driver, cab lights or warning lights. I had to get them put in. But aside from that, they're fantastic. I do believe the newer Class 20s that Bachmann are bringing out do have cab lights and driving lights. I'm not sure if they have a driver. Thank you. Because this is one loco that I keep out all the time. I try to keep one of everything out all the time. And you can see, slow it down a bit more if you can. These are all pico insulfrog points. There's no gap between the points. The power is going from the main line. There are no droppers. And you should just be able to see this going to its engine shed now. Next to the Class 85 electric, and we bring it out. We're using a gaugemaster DO controller to control our locomotives due to the size of the layout. You can use an O gauge controller with double O locomotives. You cannot overload them. The locos only take the power they need. And I think this looks absolutely fantastic. I really do. It's a fantastic colour scheme. And you can run it with anything, because they're in service from I think 1957 until now. The stick's still in service today, so the great thing about this diesel is you can have it pulling whatever you want it to pull. And here we go, a nice panoramic shot. We weathered these clay wagons, by the way. They didn't come weathered. They looked absolutely stupid with bright blue tops. But it's all subjective. What looks stupid to one might look amazing to another. Yes, when they're new in the yard day one, they probably look fantastic. Day three, probably not. But you can see this runs really, really, really nice. And here you'll see the loco. If you're watching this on a TV, you'll see it coming around the back past the detached house, past the semis. Just round the back of the layout. And here this comes. And as I've said before, the great thing about these is that you can have them pulling anything and everything works. These are Bachmann wagons, by the way, and so is the weathered brake van. And here's another panoramic shot of it coming straight through onto the wide bend. Nice wide bend. Here we are pulling these trucks on a radius 2 onto a radius 2 curve point onto the inner part, and you can see, as you would expect, it's hassle free. As I've said before, that's a radius 2 onto a radius 2 curve, and you will see a doddle, and that is seriously tight. I wouldn't recommend any bodybuilding track like that. If I did it again, I wouldn't do it, but the computers well, said it was okay. And here we are going through the trees. As well as reviewing a loco, I like to try and show you the effect of scenery as well. I'm trying to fit more than one thing in. And obviously you can see the effect of weathered wagons too. Okay, what's unusual for me is you're going to see this loco being put away now in its siding. Because it lives on the model railway, it's as simple as that. I like the loco a lot. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this run. As I've said, you can run this with anything because it covers such a wide expanse of years. And being used on heritage railways, it's pulling all types of carriages. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing this loco run. Thank you very much.